Okay, guys, very quickly, I'm going to dwell on your informal letter. What is it that we should know as far as informal letter is concerned? This is our lesson number 1. Are you ready with me? Let's look at it from the beginning to the end. At the end of these classes, let me tell you, you know how to write letter efficiently and you'll be professional in it. Right, let's go. The first thing here is the definition of informal letter. How do we define informal letter? What should you know about it? First, I'd like you to understand this, that informal letters are personal letters. What are they? Personal letters that are written to individuals with whom we share a close relationship. In other words, informal letters are what? Personal letters that you write to individuals that we share close relationship with them. And very importantly, you must know this, that these may include family members. So letters I write to your family members, what are they? Informal letters. Letters I write to your friends, informal letter. Letter that you write to your acquaintances, right? Those that you know very, very well. Those kind of letters I write to them, what do we call them? Informal letters. From the name informal, right? It means there is nothing like formality there. Are you getting it now? You just feel free, you are yourself, and you write the letter, you pour out your mind, and then you write it to, like, for instance, you are communicating with your brother, you relax, you are relaxed, you pour your mind out, right? Beautiful. That way of communication, if you put it down in letter format, what is it? Informal letter. I like you to know this very quickly, that they are called informal letters, right? Because of the following reasons. Number 1, the writer and the recipient are over familiar with each other. You that you are writing the letter and the person that is going to receive it, both of them, they are what? Familiar with each other. They know each other so well. Are you getting it? Another thing is this: the language that is used is casual. It's not professional. No, it is casual. It is personal. It is what? Friendly. If you are writing letter to your friend, that kind of letter is what? Informal letter. The language is casual. The language is personal. The language is what? Friendly. So why do we call them informal letter? There is nothing like formality there, right? The writer and the recipient, they are over familiar with themselves. They know each other well. Now, like your G, you're writing letter to your G. What kind of letter is that? Informal letter. The language that is used there is casual. It is personal. It is what? Friendly. Another important thing is this: what are the key features of an informal letter? What are the things you should look out for within an informal letter and say, Kai, this letter is informal? They include the following 3 of them I'm going to give to you. Number 1 is the use of contractions. What is it? The use of contractions and abbreviations. They are very, very common in informal letters. The use of what? Contractions and abbreviations. Common. Contractions and abbreviations. These 2 of them, they are very common in your words, informal letter. What do you mean by that? Very simple. Understand is that the examples of these contractions and abbreviations, they are things like can't. So instead of me to write cannot, or for me to write cannot, what can I just write? I'll just use can't. Here you see, I've shortened it. That's contraction. Another example is, instead of me to say must not, what will I just use there? Mustn't. That's what? Contraction. Are you seeing it now? Shall not, shalln't. Contraction. Would not, wouldn't. Contraction. I have shortened it. The use of contractions or what? Abbreviations. They are very common in your what? Informal letters. So when you see it, you just know, Kai, this is what? Informal letter. Another thing, number 2, is there is allowance for informal language. Informal, friendly language. You are not writing it in a professional style. No, informal. You know the person. The person is your guy. Are you getting it? So there is allowance for informal language in informal letters. What do we mean by that? Like your jokes, right? You can't be writing letter to like your boss. You are including jokes there. It's not making any sense. You are writing letter to the school principal. You are putting jokes there. Does it make any sense? No. Are you getting it now? So in your informal letters, you can include things like your jokes. You can include things like your slang. Are you getting it? You can include things like your words, proverbs. Oh yes, they are permitted. In fact, you can use your idioms. They are very much allowed in your informal letters. Things like your sexiest or immoral words, you can also use them in your what? Informal letter. But if you are using sexiest words or your immoral words, they are used moderately. How? Moderately. Depending on the recipient, they are used moderately. So you should not go and be writing informal letter in your WAEC. WAEC, for instance, or NECO will not ask you to go and write informal letters that you are addressing to your lover, because you need to use things like your sexiest or your what? Immoral words. And of course, you are still very young for that, so they will not going to give you that. But if your informal letters, what is it that we allow? You allow jokes, you allow slangs, you allow proverbs, you allow idioms, you allow sexiest or immoral words. They are allowing your what? Informal letters. Does it make sense? And please, the use of vernacular. Oh yes, you know, some of you like your native language so well. You and your native language, 5 and 6. Anywhere they see you, you start scattering your native language. The use of vernacular or native language is allowed in your informal letter. Yes, you can chip it in. What do we mean by that? Very quickly, it is permitted, right? So the use of vernacular or native language is permitted. In fact, it can even add cultural flavor to it. Are you getting it? You can use like your pidgin English. You can also chip in your pidgin in it. It is allowed. Vernacular or your native language, you can use them in your what? Informal letters. And don't forget this, that if you are using your vernacular, right, or your native language, they must be enclosed in inverted commas. So you must put these inverted commas and then you chip it in. Are you getting it now? So your vernacular or your native language, you must chip them in what? In inverted comma. Another thing is this. What are the examples of those vernacular or your native language that you can use? A good example like your barawo. If they say somebody is barawo, ole, ajibole, barawo. What is that? It means thief. The person is a thief. So you can chip in those things. Are you getting it? In fact, there are a lot of things that you can chip in. Let me give you a good example. Things like wahala. Wahala no the end. What is wahala in pidgin? Wahala is nothing but trouble or what? Problem. You can use them. No bring wahala, come here. Oh. Right? You can chip it in your informal words letter. Another thing is your oya. What oya now? Oya, come, make we go. What is oya? Oya means hurry up or let's go. You can use them in your what? Informal letters, right? I'm just giving you examples. There are a lot of them. When you hear somebody say chai, what's chai? It's nothing but an exclamation of surprise or regret or what? Disbelief. Chai, see what you don't do. What does that mean? It is like an expression of what? Surprise, right? Chai, I'm surprised at you. Look at what you've done. That's what it means, right? In fact, you can use words like your abeg, no disturb. What's abeg? Yeah, please. Hold on a bit very quickly. This class you're watching right now is just one out of a series of classes within the LearnLift app. And guess what? LearnLift is a mobile app, right? Where you study intensively as well as extensively. So within the LearnLift app, you can see it very quickly. You have access to all your subjects there. You have your use of English, you have your mathematics, you have your physics, you have your chemistry, you have your biology, you have your JAMB 400. All of them, they are different subjects within the LearnLift app. And of course, you have different topics under every particular subject. And everything has been narrowed down to you, down to the curriculum with their past questions and everything to the core. And don't forget that within the LearnLift app, you have access to your video lessons where you can start going through your classes uninterrupted. You have access to your notes. Oh yes, your notes well organized, well structured for you, and you are running through all of them. And of course, inside the notes are past questions for you. You have access to your past questions in CBT format where you can go through all of them extensively well. All of it within the LearnLift app for you and more. And guess what? Very important. You want to download the LearnLift app. All you need to just do is head down to Play Store or your App Store and type LearnLift. That's all. Once you type LearnLift, of course, the app is going to pop up for you and you're going to see the logo, and then you download the app and then you follow up on your studies intensively. Before we proceed, let's get back to class. Flow with me. Another is your what? Come jare. What's the word jare? Jare is used to ease tension or emphasize a request, or it's a form of playfulness. Come on, they go jare. Are you seeing it now? Come on, they go jare. That's playfulness you are introducing there. Another, you can use ajebota. What's ajebota? Right? Someone that is pampered, someone that is from a rich home, or pushed person. It is typically used to describe someone that is not used to hardship. There are some people that have enjoyed soft life. What do we refer to them as? Ajebo. Now, what's the opposite of ajebo? Ajepak. Right? Beautiful. So these are words that you can introduce. Another thing is sabi. You too sabi book. It means to know something, like you know book. Where that's what it means. Sure, you see, some of you that don't know pidgin, I'm teaching you with style. So you can use those things in your words. Informal letters. Another is your what? Your yawa. Yawa deo. What's yawa? Trouble. Troubled all day. That's what it means. Another is basbos. If I will show you basbos for here. What's basbos? Chaos, right? Or heated argument or physical fight. I will show you basbos. I go design your face. I go rock it down for you. You can use those things in your informal letter. And then another is story. Come give me Tori. Tori just talks about what? Story, right? They often use it in your gossip or your gist or so on and so forth. So all of these things can be introduced into your words, your informal letter. Can I even shock you? It's important that you bring them in. Why? It's important because these characteristics are necessary to earn you good marks in WAEC and NECO or even other similar exams. Whether it's your GC or whatever exam you are writing, you need to introduce these things so that you earn you good marks. Are you getting it? And they are very, 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 very important. Does it make sense? If you get this and you know it to the core, another important thing is this. What are the examples of people that you can write informal letters to? Who are the examples of people that you can write this informal? It's not everybody that you can give it to. You cannot go and write informal letter to like your like I say, like your headmaster or headmistress of a school, or probably like the principal of a school. You can't go and give them informal letter. It doesn't make any sense. Who are the people you can write them to? A close relative in your age group. You can give the person your what? Informal letter. Like probably the person is your niece, your nephew, your cousin. Informal letter is what you write to them. Another, an older relative, the person that is your relative but older than you. A good example like your mother, you can write informal letter to your mom. Your father, informal letter. Your aunt, informal letter. Your uncle or your in-laws. What type of letter do you write to them? Informal letters. Another is a contemporary who is not related to you, but the person is like your contemporary. Like for example, your what? Your close friend, right? Informal letter. Are you getting it down? If I'm writing letter to Sir Emmy, what kind of letter will I write to him? Informal what? Letter. Does it make sense? Another example is a pen friend. When you hear me say a pen friend, as we keep moving, I'm going to be using it very well. A pen friend is nothing but a pen pal. Who is a pen friend? A pen pal, meaning a person that is your friend but in another country. Are you getting? That's your pen friend or a pen pal. So informal letter, so you write to them. Another is a lover. The person is like your lover. Maybe you there's a married couple, right? Husband and wife. What kind of letter would they write to themselves? Informal letter. Or a girlfriend writing a letter to the boyfriend. What type of letter? Informal letter. Or boyfriend, you now write letter, put it in your book. You want to give it to somebody in your class and let that fall down. Class, they will cast you in that class. What kind of letter is that? That type of letter is what? Informal what? Letter. Another is your siblings, right? Like your brother, your sister. What type of letter will you write to them? Informal what? Letter. Does it make sense? Beautiful. All this category of letters, they are what? Informal letters. You write them to people that you know very well. The person is close to you. You have close relationship with that person. What type of letter? Informal letter. If you get that very fast, it is question time. Yeah, let's go. Question time. Come on. I'm going to give you a couple of questions and you must get them for me very, very quickly. Look at question 1. Don't miss anyone. The question all the way, it says, what is the main reason informal letters are considered informal? Why? What's the main reason? Why do we consider them informal? Option A, they are written for business purposes. Is it because of business? Option B, they use strict grammar rules. Strict grammar rules. Is that informal letter? Option C says the writer and the recipient, they have a close relationship. Is that informal letter? Option D says they are always written in native languages. What is the correct answer? Of course, the writer and the recipient, what do they have? A close relationship. What type of letter is that? Informal letter. Option was C. And you're out of there. Very simple. Easy and direct. Share is here now. Yeah, let's go. Another thing very quickly, look at question 2. The question all the way, it's a which of the following is a key feature of what? Informal letters. Which of the following is key feature of your informal letters? Option A says the use of legal terms, legal like law terms. Is that what they use there? Option B says strict formal tone. Informal, you are using formal tone. No, now. Option C says the use of contractions and what? Abbreviations. Instead of you to write cannot, right, or cannot, what do you use there? You can just use what? Can't, right? Beautiful. These things are allowed in your informal letter. Option D says absence of emotion. What is the answer? Option C become the answer. The use of contractions and what? Abbreviations. Where do we use them? You can use them also in your what? Your informal letters. Does it make sense? Another thing very fast, question 3. The question all the way here says, in informal letters, how should native language expressions be represented? Native language, how should they be represented? Option A, I gave it to you. Option A say underlined. You need to underline them for emphasis. Is that the answer? No. You don't underline them for emphasis. No. Option B says they are written in capital letters. No. Oh, it is still also wrong. Option C all the way says it is italicized. And then option D says it is enclosed in inverted commas. What I told you, you have to put them like ole, barao, in what? Inverted commas. So they have to be in what? Inverted commas. That makes sure from what D the correct answer. So italicized cannot be the what answer. Does it make sense? If you get this very quickly with me, you are very, very sure. Look at question 4. Do it yourself. What did I say? Do it yourself. I'm not going to give you the answer. You're going to get the answer for me. The question all the way here says, which of the following would not typically be a recipient of an informal letter? Which of the following would not typically be a recipient, a receiver of an informal letter? Option A says your aunt. Can you write informal letter to your aunt? Yes, you can write a formal letter to your aunt. Option B says your teacher during a formal complaint. You see, they have used the word formal there. Option B says your best friend. Informal letter, your best friend, you give them. Option D says your brother. Informal letter. So, which of the following would not typically be a recipient of an informal letter? I don't know. That's why I say do it yourself. Now, go and put the answer for me in the Q&A section, or put the answer in the comment section. Write the answer for me. Let me see it. I want to see it. Are you with me? If you get that very quickly with me, that means you have done very, very well. I'll see you in the next class. In the next class, I'm going to look at something beautiful. But please, for the now, don't forget to go through my notes. It's very important. There are questions in the notes. Go and finish all of them for me. Go through the notes very, very well. Also, go through the past questions. Very important. Go through past questions. And then invite a friend. Tell a friend. Tell your classmates, tell a colleague about the LearnLift app. But please, you want to reach out to LearnLift, this is LearnLift contact. Just feel free, send us WhatsApp message or send SMS across or put a call across. We're going to be attending to you. And please, the next class is all about semi-formal letter. So you see, this class we have treated informal letter, we have introduced it. The next class is all about what? Semi-formal letter. I'll see you in that class for the now. This class you just finished watching, of course, is brought to you by what? By the LearnLift app. Oh yes. And within the LearnLift app, you have access to all your classes from the beginning to the end. Everything is well organized for you. Every singular subject, every singular topic followed in line directly with your syllabus and your curriculum. And of course, can I tell you something lovely about the LearnLift app? Oh, this is the sweet part of it. You have access to your JAMB classes within the LearnLift app. You have access to your WAEC, your NECO, your GC classes. You have access to your post-UTME classes. And that's not all. Of course, for your secondary school, you have access to your secondary school classes, whether SS1, SS2, SS3. You have access to your classes directly. And of course, if you're in the university, you have access to your 100 level as well as 200 level classes, all within the LearnLift app. And of course, your 200 level classes are for medical students. All of them are there, well structured and highly organized for you. But please, before you proceed, just head down to your Play Store or your App Store and just type what? LearnLift. Immediately you type LearnLift, of course, the app is going to pop up for you and you download the app and then you start learning immediately. And also very quickly, all you're going to do is that in the description of this video or in the comment section, just open it. You see the link to our WhatsApp channel. Click on it and you are in the WhatsApp channel already, where I'm going to be dropping information every blessed day on a regular basis. And also very important, if you want to reach out to LearnLift, this is LearnLift contact, any of the two, right? Just copy it down and then WhatsApp us, right? Either you send WhatsApp message or you put a call across to us and all of that, and we're going to attend to you immediately. Guess what? I'll see you in the next chapter. For the now, peace out. Bye.